Greetings everyone, it's Greifer here. We're looking at a replay with a difference. Now, I normally would never do one of these, but I'm only doing a replay from a co-op battle because this one is the world record. The world record damage in co-op battles. That is a pretty fair achievement across all three of the main servers. And seeing what it is in the end is pretty amazing. As Mr. Sergeant Sully New Zealand, he is on the Asia server. He's taken out the Supership the Hannover into battle. They are on the map Loop and they're facing all Superships. So we'll see how this goes. As Sergeant Sully says, 1 versus Skynet. I'm more concerned that you're actually typing Sergeant Sully. Because no one's reading your chat. The bots won't reply. Alrighty, now, as these are bots, they're going to do silly things. They're not going to do what the normal player would do. DDs won't stay at range, they drop smoke and then they full charge out of it. Looks like we're lining up a Conde first. He's charging. Charging as a Conde should. Seeing how this lead is. Now, Sergeant Sully's... was that HE? I think it was, but he's got AP loader now. He's got the gimmick going for the Hanover here. Each time he shoots at his target, the F key will light up. His secondaries are going to work though. AP's going out now to Conde. One more salvo and he will trigger his gimmick here. But whether the Conde will be alive long enough... the bots need to wear camos. Make bots wear camos to... a bit high there, aiming a tad high. You get 27,000. Who am I to say anything? Friendly Amigiri goes down. Torpedoes are out, and you should finish this one off with secondaries. All fires. First one's down. 37 seconds till your buffs go down. So as you can see, the buff for the Hanover can be used only after successfully gun adjustment. So secondary fire battering range increases, reload time is 20% quicker, and the action goes for 50 seconds. So it's a different little buff that we're probably used to from the other super ships that we see out in the game. Now he did hold his shot, so that buff is re-triggering. So that was actually a nice move there from Sergeant Sully. He's taking his first real damage. It's 2 down a piece. Make the Skynet bots wear camo. 3 down the piece. After Sully cleans up this one, it's a fairly straight run. Should be looking to cheek this Satsuma. A little bit lower, a little bit more forward. You're a little bit behind, you would have got those sits nicely, or if you waited for the drive-by. Now would be that perfect drive-by opportunity. Quick gun reload, the enemy Satsuma's slowing down as you lose a Conde to Napoli. He is slowing down just to die. But too high. My God, Mr. Sully. My word, what was that aim? At least he's racking up a beautiful amount of secondaries here. That fire should finish him off even before... Unless he deliberately missed to get his secondaries going, but... That would be an interesting miss. 3, including his CV, versus 5. You're 199,000 damage, so that's a pretty sweet amount of damage. Now, just so people know, the world record for damage in co-op is in the mid 500 to high 500,000s. So that's what we're going to be expecting here. Showing a bit of patience is Sergeant Sully. He again waited for his consumable to end. Hanover dispersion is real. 7.5, not bad on the Satsuma there for the really the overpen and the pen. Cap secured. The pesky single secondaries were going off. But your Satsuma's about to go down, and your CV being its CV goodness, it's just going to sit there and go in circles because it's a bot. Can you secure the Conde? CV's lit. He's now obviously accelerating forward to go give a broadside. Bit more lead, but I don't play co-op very often, so I'm not sure if he's going at full speed. Apparently he's not. That was a pity sit connected. We get the minute of secondary buffs when he goes to trigger it. Nice dodge there from the Hanover. The CV has to lent. Oh my god. CV doesn't want to live, even though it's a bot. 229,000. 2 versus 4. Another 80-odd thousand HP here to add up. Sergeant Sully's triggered his special ability. Bit of a flak muncher CV there of the bot. 42,000. Double sit. 283,000. These secondaries aren't going to go off. Oh wait, I'm a liar. Only 20 seconds of the consumable though. That should be the end of the United States. No, it's calling me a liar. As the AI is a flak muncher, just goes num 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 into all of that flak. So reminds me of the good old days auto drops on the RTS CVs. So it's 2 caps down to 1. The green United States is nearly down and out for the count. Looks like we're going to trade CVs here. 5 ricochets.
Unser Team verlässt sich auf Sie.
1 versus 4 bots. CV's not going to be a threat. If this was PvE, the CV would be a threat, but once it goes down, the ships are more of a threat. The caps are starting to go in the favour of the red team, though. You're going to have to finish him off there, Sergeant Sully. There we go.
Gegnerischer Flugzeugträger gesunken.
If only Solo Warrior was a chance in co-op. If those medals were obtainable in co-op, I think we'd see a lot more players have them. One versus 3. So probably just on 200,000 to 300,000 hit points left for the enemy team. Even with bots, you think that 300,000 hit points versus 85 would surely go into bots' favour. Let's see how the AI really functions at this stage. Sergeant Sully's lost all his good work with his special function key. It's all gone by the wayside. He hasn't shot at a target for a while, so it undoes itself. Satsuma within 6Ks, because there's his plane 5.5. Now, just looking at this stage, we're up to 398 secondary hits. If you like secondaries, co-op I suppose is a good place. For that you can just press W and your secondaries will go to work. You don't have to worry about positioning or angling as much. Has this Satsuma left? Has he beached and he's just sat there? It looks like these vessels are only going quarter to half speed at best. Nice dodge there versus the bot. And both vessels miss. Sergeant Sully does have Hydro available. Ah, the Annapolis. I would be putting up Hydro. That would probably would have spotted him sooner. This Annapolis, oh, I know it's a bot, but the guns aren't even looking in the direction. And same with the Satsuma. Dev Strike double set. Annapolis down 350, 5,000 damage. Can we cheek it this time, Mr. Sully? A little bit more forward. No, you got the double cheek. Yeah, you have your improved secondaries going off here for, well, once you trigger them by the F key, there we go, for 50 seconds. Your main guns should finish yourself off here. Aiming a bit high, but you do you. There we go, 51,004 Citadel salvo, and the Satsuma is so happy he is bobbing up and down on the spot. So just like that, we're up to 481,000 damage. I've never had that much damage in a PvE game myself in a random mode. Spotter plane or Hydro here. Well, there's definitely the spotter plane would come in damned useful. It would at least potentially show you where the enemy Hanover is.
Gefecht endet in 5 Minuten.
I'm going to think he's going to be rather predictable and come up from the north. There's the Hydro. First shot, does it connect? Yes it does, triggering off that special loading ability. Using the island there to dodge nicely the counter secondaries, and Sergeant Sully should secure Bravo cap. He still needs to kill if this was a random game. Being on 2 caps to 1, he would still lose on 1 cap at this point. He's going to HE at this angle. Enemy BB is healing. He's popped a heal. Or he did. It's not a very big heal. Wish he probably had AP at this stage. Getting a HE, getting a fire, 7,000 I suppose, 2 anti-aircraft. AP's loaded. Using a special ability from point in blank. You should be melting him. The bot can't seem to aim on your very slow vessel. Double fire though, you're burning for a good 50 seconds. Not sure when you will use DCP, if you use it earlier or if you've got it ready now, or you're waiting for that third fire. Oh, no, you got the 2 fires, you've triggered it off now. Enemy Hanover gets a good hit there. Had you got those hits in earlier like that, it would have been all over Red Rover. As you're doing a Hanover lap, just circling around the Hanover. Disabling a rear gun. It looks like Sergeant Sully has got this in the bag. 10k and counting. Looks like it's going to be over 800 secondaries as Sergeant Sully beaches. He's beached as bro. He's beached as a whale, but makes no difference. He is victorious. As we have a look here, Sergeant Sully had in the Hanover 603,000 damage. 600,000 plus. Now that is a record for co-op. 12 citadels, 7 kills, 903 secondaries. Now I'd like you to do that in a random battle, Mr. Sully. I have seen a lot of players that sit broadside like that on my team and the enemy team, so anything is possible. Thank you for sending in that game. I hope you have enjoyed this record-breaking co-op game in the Hanover. If you have enjoyed the content, please click subscribe on the YouTube channel. Otherwise, you can find me on my Twitch channel down in the description below. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the game.